Or chainsaw.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
just
no,
trying to
seeing
see
how
how loose it is. And it's not. For one thing, you've got to cut the skin off it.
Yeah.
It's still attached to the skin.
So what do you want the horns for?
They're beautiful. They're just beautiful.
Are they changing color?
No, they were different colors like that. So it's this, really exquisite, like brown, gray, black, white thing.
Can you put it on the wall?
No, I don't think I would do that, but I would like put it on a fence post. So, yeah.
What was her name?
Yeah, her name was Violet.
Oh,
just look.
Violet.
Violet.
There lies Violet.
There lies Violet.
And look at the beetles in her eyes. Gross. Poor Violet.
Poor Violet, man. Violet.
So did you have to call? Well, you didn't own this
I had to
cow.
call Carla
Yeah.
and tell her
Yeah.
that I put her cow down. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't call before? You didn't?
No, I didn't. When she left the cows here, because I'll tell you, it was hard enough to do without talking about it, without making it a big discussion.
Right.
And then what was I going to do if she said no? Because I'm the one it was my responsibility to take care of this animal.
Yeah.
And I had a really hard choice to make. And I know I made the right decision. And actually, now that I see this, and really understand the idea of fat necrosis, this idea of fat ossifying and becoming hard like soap, so the body can't use it as a storage energy source, which means it doesn't get burnt. So it means it's impossible. It would have been impossible for her to lose weight. But also, now I can smell it. It would have also been impossible for her to carry a calf. And so if we had gotten her pregnant, not only did she have really bad feet, and the weight of the pregnancy would have been bad, the calf would have died inside of her, and she could have died while she was pregnant, because the ossification of all that internal fat wouldn't have allowed an embryo to grow into a calf, and it certainly wouldn't have allowed her to give birth normally. And a lot of times for a cow, and it has health problems, one of the best things to do is get it pregnant, because it just re-regulates all the systems, and it's like pressing the start button again. And in her case, we actually, when she came here, we thought that we were just going to get 150, 200 pounds off of her and breed her, and that by breeding her, she would get well. And, that wasn't a possibility. I'm realizing one of her legs is missing. She only has 3 legs.
Can you see the hoof, like
The part that's
all
broken?
hauled out?
No, the part that was really badly. It's hard to tell It's hard to tell without looking at. See this? It's split.
I just smelled it.
Yeah, it's stinky. See that the hoof, the bottom toe, is broken and has a split in it right there, and that is, boy, it's starting to stink now, isn't it? that hoof was just was just shattering from the inside out. It was like crumbling, and the missing one was also, that was the 2 front ones that were the worst. And, yeah, the back ones weren't as bad. Except the other thing is, they shouldn't be long like that. They should be short and chunky. And that's another mineral issue. So, hey Violet, pretty wild thing to do to an animal. And you look at this, and you say, this was the right thing to do. And I know that. I'm completely certain of that. But when you look at something like this and say that, it really puts nature in perspective. That, this is how we all end up.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she isn't more eaten.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the coyotes and the vultures haven't taken more of her. I'm surprised that we didn't scare vultures away when we came. Because when I dumped my cow guts in the woods, for 5 days after that, there were just vultures swirling over the farm. So it's curious.
Maybe they don't like the fat.
It might be. It might be that they don't like the fat. Although,
Well, birds eat sewage and
truthfully,
things like that.
the legs, the hoof, that back end, the bones, there's an awful lot of food on her still. And
I mean, can animals really handle rotten food? I mean,
Yes.
really?
yes, well, animals that are species that are that eat carrion.
Yeah.
So
okay.
coyotes, raccoons, skunks, vultures, crows. But then there's a whole, groups of animals that will only eat something they killed, like
Right.
a hawk, and all of the raptors only eat things that they kill. They only eat a fresh kill. This is kind of cool back in here because it's a pine floor, and there's the bone that's on my coffee table came from a deer carcass back in